It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
To throw on second down, Richardson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular. Was delivered and picked up the completion.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Richardson steps away to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now Moore. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Moore. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Moore now. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Moore. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down. And they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. 14 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Richardson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here's Richardson on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Richardson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, Love. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Looking to throw on second down. Moore. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Moore. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw. Moore throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Moore. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Finding Knox there, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Moore. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. It's the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Richardson on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
That's a play that likely would be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Love. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
To throw is Richardson, operating from the gun, being chased out left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calais Campbell on the stop. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize their ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Moore. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
More now to throw on 3rd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And taken right at the 35. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start the drive with Love here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. It's a room to maneuver. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Richardson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 30 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Always important to get the first score the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yards, and they really embrace him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Moore, looking to throw on second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Moore. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Myers' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Richardson throwing to start the drive.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play. He's got a man, complete.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play. No way guy caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out right to Bourne. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble.
In there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
To throw is Moore. To throw on second down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Moore. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's the NFL vet, Calais Campbell, coming in and dragging him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Moore. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Love again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off. It's Love. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.